Hey guys! I know, it's been a while, right? But I did tell myself that I didn't want to force a video. It had to be something that I was passionate about, and it needed to be something that really did bring me joy. But today's video is one that I've actually been thinking about for a while now, and I have finally decided to suck it up, stop being nervous, and to sit down and film it for y'all. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that a lot of my looks lately, I've used a lot of contact lenses in them. I really feel like contacts take a look to the next level, especially when I'm doing graphic liner and I can kind of play the colors in the liner off the colors of the lenses that I'm using. Now, I'm definitely not an expert at this by any means. I don't normally wear contacts. I don't have glasses at all. So wearing contacts is not like a daily thing for me. So this video is really for y'all who are kind of in the same boat as me. You want to get into wearing contacts, you think it's really going to help, elevate your makeup, or just for fun, you want to do it for cosplay or something, and you're just not sure where to start, and it makes you a little nervous, because that was me. If you do wear contacts for everyday vision, you might still find some aspects of this video helpful. The only part you may want to skip over, and that's more towards the end, is the actual application portion, because y'all are probably pros at that already. One of the first questions that I asked myself when I wanted to start getting into wearing contacts for my makeup looks is, where do you even get them? The contacts that I'll be showing y'all in today's video are from Topspace, and I do have a discount code with them, and I'll link the 2 pairs that I have of theirs down in the description box below, including the ones that I will be applying today. But there are a lot of different websites that you can go to for contacts depending on what your needs are. I'll also be linking some other websites down in the description box below that I like to get my lenses from. Some of them have affiliate codes, some don't. Don't feel like you have to use a code if you're interested in getting anything. It's just for reference. It's no big deal. But I did think that I would link all of the resources that I do have in the description box, just so you guys can kind of make a more informed decision. Okay, so now you know where to get them, but what kind do I choose? First things first, how long will you be wearing these lenses? You can get away with a lot more elaborate lenses, ones that can distort your vision, that are completely opaque, or like sclera lenses that cover your entire eyeball in the front, basically, if you're going to be wearing them for a shorter period of time. If you're looking to wear them all day, or as part of a cosplay that requires you to have them in, for like the duration of a convention or something, then you might want to look for ones that are made for longer wear and more comfort. With the exception of the white grid lenses that I use for my avatar Aang look on Instagram, any of the pairs that I own, I could wear them all day. Now, the one downside to colored contact lenses, not so much the cosplay ones, but just if you're looking to alter your natural eye color for a day, say I wanted to go blue, just because I felt like it, you do have to take into account your natural eye color. This is, like I said, kind of the one downside to purchasing colored contact lenses, because not all lenses are going to look the same depending on your starting natural eye color. Pay attention to the sample pictures that they provide. Try to figure out what the model's natural eye color is, and usually they will provide like a before and after, so you can kind of get a good idea. But if you can't find those, you can also check out the brand's Instagram. They usually do post pictures of real people wearing the lenses, and a lot of times the people wearing the lenses will post before and afters as well. Another factor to consider is how much of your natural eye color do you really want to show. So some lenses have a much smaller hole for your pupil than others, and the smaller the hole for the pupil, the more coverage you're going to get on your whole iris. So a full coverage lens, you will not see any of your natural eye color. I'll try to put some example pictures over here as I'm talking so you can kind of see what I mean with ones that I've worn in the past. There's ones that are also partial coverage, which means that the lens kind of fades into your own natural eye color. So it'll start out, the iris will start out a different shade, like gray, say gray, and it'll gradually fade out towards the center, and it'll start to reveal more and more and more of your natural eye color. I've worn those before. I think they look really, really nice, and they do look a little more natural just because of the kind of fade and the gradient that they have going on, but you do have to be careful with that as well. Some of the partial coverage lenses are not, they don't have a really good like fade ratio with the colors, so it'll just be like an abrupt stop. So it'll be like a green ring and then just bam, like my brown eye in the middle. And that's not the kind that I usually gravitate towards unless it's for something very, very specific. The next big thing that you kind of want to think about is the color saturation of the lens. So the more opaque the lens, or the less you're able to kind of see through it, like if you held it up to the light, the more coverage you're going to get with your natural eye color, and the more true it will look to what you see in the packaging. The caveat with those is that the more opaque the lens and the more vibrant the color, the more unnatural it can appear depending on your natural eye color. So just something to consider. The more transparent the lens, or the more that you can see through it, like if you held it up to the light, the less coverage you're going to get over your natural eye color, especially if you have brown eyes like me. So when you do have dark eyes, it's really important to kind of find a good balance between the coverage that you want and the color. When you're looking at lenses, the way I kind of describe it is lenses will often look like pixels, because it's like colored pixels like distributed around the lens. So the more tight knit those pixels on the lens, the more coverage you'll get, and the looser knit it is, or the more like dispersed the color is on the lens, the less coverage you're going to get for your natural eye color. So now, say we've gone through the whole selection process, you found a pair that you love, and it's time to put them in. When they arrive, they'll often come in either little containers like these, they'll usually be little glass containers, or they'll come in these little blister packs that look like these. No matter how they arrive, you're going to want to soak your lenses in contact solution for 24 hours before applying. The pair that I'll be using today are the Topspace Ocean Gray contacts, and I put these in contact solution yesterday afternoon, so they should be about good to go. It's been almost 24 hours, but when you order contacts, normally you'll get, like I said, like the lenses, but then you'll also get a little contact kit along with your contacts, and it'll look something like this. Your contact kit will usually come with 3 main components. The first is your lens case, and this is where you'll keep your contacts soaking in that contact solution. You'll also get a little pair of plastic tweezers and a little suction cup on a stick. I know this has a real name, but we're just calling it a suction cup on a stick for today. All 3 items are here to help you with the care and insertion of your contact lenses. So the way you apply them is completely personal preference. Some people really like using this little suction cup wand to put it in their eye, but I personally I cannot get myself to put this in my eyeball. Like, I don't know, I just can't do it. Another way that you can put them in, which is what I use, is I just use my fingers. For some reason, using my fingers, I guess because it's an extension of myself, is a lot less scary than using this as an extension of myself. I don't know, but I can usually do it in one try with my fingers, and it'll take me like 100 with this thing. So I just scooted a mirror closer here so I can show you guys how I put my lenses in. Now again, this is entirely personal preference, how, trial and error, try it out a couple of different ways and just kind of figure out what works for you. So these are the ones that I'm using. And I picked these ones specifically because I thought you would notice the most difference between my natural eye color and these on the camera. What I'm going to do is open up one side here. This is the right side. I'm going to use the little plastic tweezers that came with my lens kit and grab the lens out of the contact solution like this. I zoomed you guys in like uncomfortably close for this part. But once you grab the lens out of the contact solution with the little tweezers, I take it on usually my index finger. And if you're using your fingers, it's really important, please wash your hands before you do anything. You don't want any like random piece of fuzz, anything that's not supposed to be in your eyeball, in your eyeball. If you plan on using your fingers, it should look something like this. It should just kind of be sitting right on the top of your index finger. And I use my other hand, usually my index finger or my middle finger, to gently lower the bottom lid and I just kind of snuggle the lens into that bottom lid here. And then the easiest thing to do is just kind of wiggle your eyeball around a little bit and your lens is in. I do recommend trying this out before you put makeup on though, just because for me, I have really, really sensitive eyes. So although lenses don't bother me when they're in my eye, they do make my eyes water when I first put them in. So just kind of learn. It's more, you'll learn about what your eyes need, what they want, and what works for you. My natural eye color is kind of this medium, just regular old brown, you can see. And this is with the gray lenses on top. Once you've got the first eye down, all you need to do is repeat the process on the second eye, and you're done. Once those contacts are in, you're good to go. Again, this is all about how you know your body, your eyes, what you think you can and can't do. And for me, definitely the contacts need to go in before the makeup, just to make sure that everything stays the way I want it. At least the eye makeup, for sure. Although there isn't as big of a difference as I was hoping to show you guys with these lenses, I really like the way they look. They don't look super unnatural on me, and if you can tell, you can always wiggle them around with your finger and just kind of, get used to that sensation. But you can see the lens, and then that's my actual natural eye color. So there is definitely a difference. Lens removal is pretty simple as well. Again, it's all personal preference. So you can use the little tweezers that came with the lens kit. You can use your fingers, whatever is most comfortable for you to take the lenses out. I usually just use my fingers, and so all you need to do is just kind of get a grip on the lens, pop it out, and you would just put it back in the lens solution and close back up. By no means is this a super comprehensive video or anything. It was very, very beginner friendly. If you guys have any additional questions about contacts, like I said, I don't wear prescription contacts, but if it's related to cosplay lenses, like daily lenses like these, leave them in the comments below and let me know what you think. If you have any additional questions, if you have any concerns. Like I mentioned earlier, I will also have the lenses that I wore in this video, as well as an affiliate link if you're interested. No pressure. Down in the description box below for top space, and I'll also have, like I said, some other resources, some other links, other websites in case you're interested in those as well. If you guys did find this video helpful, please be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed already, please do consider subscribing. And like I mentioned earlier, if you guys do have any additional questions, concerns, or even just topics that you think I should cover in another video, whether it's about contacts or not, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week with everything going on in the world right now. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.